Dark Shadows, VTR 61466, Air 62866, take one.
My name is Victoria Winters. Collinwood, the great house on top of Widow's Hill, is a dark and frightening place to end a journey. The ghosts of yesterday seem to tell me to run, but I'm here now, and there's no turning back. I'm sorry I was so late. I had trouble getting a taxi.
Do you have my letter?
Yes, it's in my purse.
May I see it, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
I've never been in such a big house before, Mrs. Stoddard. How many rooms do you have?
There are 40, but they're not all in use. It's quite cold. I put on some tea. Would you like to wait in the drawing room?
Thank you. 40 rooms? You must need an awful lot of people to help you take care of it.
We have one man for the heavy work, Miss Winters. We do the rest ourselves. House, Miss Winters.
Oh, I didn't hear you come in.
Jeremiah Collins, my great-grandfather. He was a very strong man, Miss Winters. How often I've wished that... How do you like your tea? Lemon or cream?
Oh, lemon will be fine, thank you. I think it's wonderful that you can manage this house with only one person.
Well, the east wing was closed over 50 years ago. We only used part of the rest. 1 month or 2?
1, thank you. Are you expecting someone else?
I asked my brother Roger to come down to meet you. You're to care for his son and tutor him.
What kind of a boy is he?
You'll meet him in the morning.
I know, but I mean, is he friendly? Is he inquisitive? Does he like to play games? Oh, I know when I was 9...
Miss Winters, David is likely to be different from any boy you've ever met. Roger, we're in the drawing room. Roger, I said... We don't have many visitors here, Miss Winters, but you'll have your day off in several evenings a week.
I hadn't even thought about that.
And of course, there's my daughter, Carolyn. You're about the same age. I'm sure you'll get along very well. She's a lovely girl.
said this joint starts jumping when the kids get here. They sure were right.
You positive that's Carolyn Stoddard?
Real fire eater, huh? All in the report, Mr. Devlin. All in the report.
Hey, come on, Carolyn, my turn. Come on.
Why not?
Carolyn?
Just because you act 85 years old, that doesn't mean I have.
I think you've had enough. I think you better go back to your beer, hey, sonny boy.
Carolyn, you're making an idiot out of yourself.
Just a minute, buddy. Come on.
This is between me and my date. Now you
Cut
get
it
going.
out. Just cut it out, will you? Let me have one dance with
I'm ready for you anytime.
you. You don't have to take anybody on.
Better luck next time, Sonny.
Who is that boy?
Get a full rundown on page 20. Joe Haskell. Mama's choice for little Carolyn. Oh, I wish my wife could wiggle like that.
Come on, Harry, my turn.
Come on, Carolyn, let's get out.
Just one more dance.
I think we ought to go now.
The floor is for dances only, Buster. Get lost.
Oh, great.
Hello, Harriet. This is Joe. You better send the sheriff over. Don't get to bring that up again.
Go home, Miss Stoddard. Now.
Who are you?
A friend of the family. Now go home before the cops get here. Take her home, Haskell.
Now, wait just a minute. What gives you the right to tell
You
me
go
I'm
home with him, Miss Stoddard, before I take you over my knee and paddle you right here in the middle of the dance floor. Now go on. Haskell. When you get her where she belongs, come back here. I want to talk to you.
Well, looks like the fight's over, Mr. Devlin.
Just beginning, Mr. Strake. It's just beginning.
The couch doesn't hold very well. You'll have to be careful with it. I hope you'll be comfortable.
It's very nice.
I slept on that bed every night until I was married.
All we had in the orphanage were cots, plain iron cots.
I'm sure you'll have ample drawer space.
Mrs. Stoddard, I've been meaning to ask you.
Yes?
Why did you offer me this position? You've never seen me before.
Does it matter?
I'd like to know.
It's simple enough, Miss Winters. My brother knew someone at the foundling home where you worked. He asked for a recommendation.
But I asked, they said they'd never heard of you
You
or
must have
your...
asked the wrong person. No, you'll have to excuse me now.
Big shot. We told him to build his prison anyway.
Roger, I didn't like the... Carolyn, I didn't expect you home so early.
Neither did I.
What happened, darling? Is something wrong?
Nothing.
What is it, baby? What is it?
Why is it impossible for me to enjoy myself?
Well, why don't I make some tea and you and I...
No cakes, no tea. All I want to do is go to bed.
You sure nothing's wrong?
Oh, Mother, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying.
That sounds horrible. I can't understand Joe Haskell.
Oh, it wasn't his fault.
Carolyn, you don't know how I worry about you.
I know, Mother. But let's face it, you love this house. And that's just grand for you. But every chance I find to walk away from here and find a little brightness, well, how can you ask me to give it up?
Well, there are other ways.
When I was 10 years old, I used to dream that a white knight would come along and rescue me from this dungeon. Guess white knights have gone out of style.
I thought you liked Joe Haskell. Carolyn, darling, all I ever pray for is for you to be happy. Joe loves you.
And I like him, but he's not a white knight, Mother.
We can't always get everything we want.
I'm going to try. So please, please stop trying to marry me off. Okay? Besides, how do you expect me to go away and leave you alone in this beautiful nut house?
I won't be. Not anymore.
You mean she actually came?
A few minutes ago. She's a nice girl, Carolyn. You'll like her very much.
All I can say for her mother, she must be out of her mind.
Boo!
Not planning to jump, are you? You wouldn't be the first to know.
You're Roger Collins, aren't you?
Correct. Brother of Elizabeth, father of David, and terribly sorry if I startled you.
I'm getting used to surprises, Mr. Collins.
Oh, we're quite a strange crew, Miss Winters. That is the name, isn't it?
Yes.
Strange, but I think you'll find most of us are rather nice. It's quite different from New York, isn't it? I hope you won't be too lonely here.
If I am, I'll blame it on you.
Me?
Mrs. Stoddard said you were the one that arranged for me to come here.
Oh, you don't say.
It's true, isn't it?
If Elizabeth says so, then it must be true.
Well, I didn't exactly...
Do you know that on a cloudless day, you can see 20 miles out to sea? Now, as a boy, I used to bring a picnic lunch out here and dream for hours.
Maybe I can do the same with your son.
With David?
Doesn't he like picnics?
I'm not exactly certain what he does like, Miss Winters. But if you intend to follow that plan, do yourself a favor. Stay away from the edge.
Oh, really, Mr. Collins?
Roger. I much prefer Roger. And I think you ought to be going in. We don't want the brightest thing in this house down with a cold the first day.
I'm stronger than I look, Mr. Collins.
Ah.
Roger. Look, those lights. What are they?
Oh, probably a freighter on its way to Europe.
Funny. They're going all those thousands of miles, and I almost couldn't get here from the railroad station.
Oh, I should have come down and meet you in the car. It was very thoughtless.
I was lucky. A man got off the train with me. He got a taxi for me. He said he knew you.
Knew me?
Yes. Devlin.
What did you say?
Mr. Collins, please.
Did you say Devlin?
Yes?
Burke Devlin?
Yes?
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Mr. Collins, what is it? Mr. Collins!
Dark Shadows has been a Dan Curtis production.